Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. Lately, the second-hand watch market has become the center of all attention, and you might fancy yourself becoming a watch flipper or simply move a couple of pieces or consolidate your collection to get that next must-have. General reminder, 99% of watches lose value, most often dramatically, because you're meant to wear them, not sell them, a bit like diamonds and clothes. Selling yourself can be a drag, although the number of online venues made it as easy as possible. I have just sold my 2 Grand Seikos and it took a while, and in the end I pretty much sold where the first buyers were quoting. I just took my time hoping to get more, even tested Chrono 24, but once you pay their fees or the PayPal fees or both, you net pretty much what you can get locally cash in hand. Let's summarize this before talking about the other option, going to a professional watch dealer. First, I prefer selling locally, which is easier in a high-density, geographically contained place like Hong Kong than in the middle of, say, Utah or Venezuela, I would imagine. So I started by advertising on Carousel, a local user-friendly app, and on Facebook Marketplace, which usually leads to the most inquiries. Let's make it simple. Expect 3 kinds of responses. 1. The guy wants the watch and pays your price and wants to meet ASAP. That's the winner. It tends to be Westerners more than Asians who need to feel like they get a bargain even if you're already offering a bargain. 2. The guy who says he's interested. It's already a notch below. There are different variations, but they tend to lead to the guy asking your lowest price, which in itself is an awkward question to a European person like me, but totally normal in Asia. Don't advertise too high so you don't put off the straight shooters, but leave some room for you to adjust to an acceptable price for both parties. 3. The time waster. He asks about all the things you have already listed in the ad. He asks bizarre questions. He wants time to think. He wants you to produce a bill of sale, more photos. He lowballs. He accepts your price but wants to inspect the watch first, upon which he still tries to lowball. Just walk away. In all fairness, everyone is afraid to get scammed. Just because you have good intentions doesn't mean you're not dealing with someone who hasn't been burned before. In short, don't get too excited if you get some interest, because 90% is from people who don't have the money and want at least 20% off. As I mentioned, I tested Chrono 24, but then you must deal with Euro guys trying to circumvent custom taxes and others on the other side of the world, which adds risk to the trade. Remember, it's better to lose a bit in a safe trade than lose all in a long-distance scam or poorly insured shipping. But still, you should end up with a much better offer than going to a watch dealer. Having said that, if you can't be bothered with people, watch dealers offer convenience, not the least a warranty that the watch has been inspected and can be returned most often, which is something that you yourself don't want to guarantee, and that's why people are entitled to lowball you. When you sell a mint watch, it's not really a big issue, but again, once a watch is out of the shop, nobody knows what you've done with it, so even though it seems to you that the piece is mint, the movement might have been damaged when you caught a slamming door or high-fived your mate. So you go to the watch dealer shop. My advice, prepare well, whether you want to sell or if you're going to see a model they advertise. In either case, understand that the dealer is there to facilitate the second-hand market. Like a stockbroker, he's entitled to take a spread and a commission. He has higher fixed cost than you sitting at home selling your Seiko on a free app, and he offers some peace of mind with servicing and warranty capacity, backed by his funds and experience, something that again you can't do yourself. Usually, you will get a better deal trading in rather than trying to sell a watch outright. Now, prepare to fall off your chair if you're trading in anything else than steel, Rolex, Patek, AP, or something really in high demand like a limited edition Speedmaster. I just went to see a very beautiful and valuable Patek Philippe. I prepare. I know what a good price would be by comparing the local market, Chrono 24 and any other source I can find. I wear my own Patek, a very specific model, so they know I'm serious about watches and we can level the conversation. That doesn't mean they even know what my watch model is. They actually didn't know it that well and had to research to quote me a price if I traded it in. Then they are also in a position to offer a discount on the advertised price of the watch you're interested into buying. In your mind, you must calculate like they do. I need to stock and advertise this. I want to make 10%, but will advertise 25% up. I need to pay taxes. I have this much skin on the piece that this guy wants. I could still make good money if I cut the price by X%. It's month end and I'm in the black or the red. He looks like he might come back for more business and sell me this or that piece from his collection, etc. They were totally interested in my Patek. They would give me a fair price for a Rolex Steel Sports, but already the two-tone Datejust is kryptonite to them. So imagine what they quoted me for an Omega Seamaster Aquaterra, a watch that is generally loved by the public. It's not even half of what I thought I could move the piece myself at. Zenith, GLC, forget it. They don't even want them. Although again, it's watches that I personally love, but that require finding the right buyer for, and these guys just want to deal in sure things and stock higher end hot pieces. It's totally fair, don't get all hung up about it, but do ask, show the pics, see what they say. And we're dealing in a very hot market. Imagine how it would be in crisis years. Well, pretty soon we're gonna find out, I'm sure. You would literally look at getting 20 cents on the dollar for anything that is not objectively amazing. So there you go. I did get myself a fair offer that could work for me and them, but my intention of trading in 5 pieces to consolidate into one super watch was a bit shattered, as you can really only trade in strong pieces that the general watch buying public knows and wants, not just those 5 penny pinching fanatics spread around the world that liked your YouTube video and left you a comment that validated in your mind the value of the watch. One more thing, if you love your watch, then keep the bloody thing. Moving collections around is very costly. And while steel sports are the rage right now, I wouldn't be surprised if 5 years from now, discreet dress watches were back in fashion. If this was useful insights, please like the video and subscribe, as 80% of my public is still one-time, no strings attached viewers. Boo-hoo. Cheers, guys.